What's up, my friends? Welcome back to a new Diving Live tutorial. And today we're going to look at another new feature in Ableton 12, which is the seed feature, which you can find here on the generate section. We've talked about stacks, we talked about rhythm, and now we're going to talk about seed. It's an amazing way to create melodies. Sometimes it will even throw out the occasional chord. And it's a super cool way to, just to play around with it and to find like nice little patterns that the system generates for you. So what is important is to set your scale to like D minor, well, not specifically to D, but to any key. And you can use major and minor. It's a little bit tricky with those because there's half steps inside of those scales. So sometimes it might sound a little bit dissonant. So for this example, I use a pentatonic scale, which doesn't have any half steps in the scale. So it sounds a little bit more nicer. But yeah, you can do this with any scale basically. So once you've set your scale, you can start generating. And basically, I have it on generate, so whenever I touch it, it will start generating notes. With pitch, we can set the range of the pitch, between which range in the scale should it generate notes. What are the durations of the notes? Some notes can be a 1/4 note, one can be shorter, like a 1/16 note, like I've set it here, and the range of the velocity. Then you have the amount of voices, so the amount of notes in the scale that it's going to use, and the density is the overall amount of notes that you're going to get. If I move up the density, you see if I have it on 0, there's nothing. If I put it up to 1%, there's this first note that we have. So the more density I put, the more we'll get other notes, right? Here we go. Let's see what it generates for us. There you go. There's like another. There's already like a bass line to my beat. I can also use this little recycle button to generate something else. And so on and so on. If you want to have more voices, you can just add, and it generates more voices. And if you find something you like and go, oh, maybe delete this note, maybe then this, and you can still of course manually change it, but it's a great way to generate ideas. So let's do let's make the loop a little bit longer, and we have like a longer section where it's going to generate notes. So if I add more, look what we all get. Oh wait, let me first delete everything. Let's generate something new. This is a lot, so maybe I want to take the density down a little bit, but you see now it's spread over a longer period of time. So it's a little bit harder, I find, to find nice things over the course of a longer section. But you can just play around and do as much as you can and see what it spits out. Every time you refresh, you get nice new ideas. You see now it's just really a lot. But it could generate some really nice ideas for you if you put the density down a little bit and you just see what comes out. Maybe less voices. I like that first part, Maybe add some more pitches. And if we take the voice down, it's going to be just one melody basically. If you do more voices, it's going to add chords, from the amount of voices that you set. So that's the amount of simultaneous notes you get. This is already actually pretty cool. You could say, oh, I really like that. I'm gonna go for this one, and you can select it and put it here. And then obviously you can say, oh, I want to select this last bit here, and then go back to your transform and use either recombine. You can also use connect to connect certain notes to each other. I'll show that in the next video. But recombine would be nice. You can say, oh, I have the first part is normal. The second part is going to be a different variation. So I'm going to take a different variation. We have this. There's a variation. So basically, if you use seed to generate ideas and then use transform to recombine or slightly change the patterns that you get, you have a great way to generate new ideas, generate like little patterns, and then pick up a nice thing that you like from that pattern and use that to lay out over like multiple bars and then slightly change them over time. So I hope this inspires you. I'm super excited about these new tools that we have in Ableton. They're really creative, and you can really, make music in a different way than was possible before by just generating stuff. I really love it. So I hope you love it too. Let me know if you like the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.